welcome to Yoga for Fibromyalgia. Today's class, Ease into Yoga. For this practice you might need a belt or a strap or a scarf that isn't too flexible, and perhaps a few cushions, maybe a yoga block if you have one, but it's not necessary. You can practice on the bed or here on the mat. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's get started straight away, lying on our backs on the bed or the mat. Take your time getting there. You might want to place a cushion under your head. We're just going to come into a Savasana. You can place pillows under the knees if you like. And we'll just take a moment to settle into the breath. So breathing in and out of the nose. Checking in with ourselves. How am I today? What's going on? What am I feeling? Where is the tension? How can I let go of the tension? See if you can slow down your breathing rate slightly, and especially on the exhale, see if you can make your exhale long and deep. It might help to tap into a little Ujjayi pranayama. That's yogic breathing, sleep breathing. It kind of sounds like you're snoring. And don't be afraid. We need to slightly constrict the throat. So when we exhale, hardly any breath comes out at all. This makes it really slow, really deep. It's kind of like you're saying, but with your mouth closed. See if you can try. See if you can make your exhale maybe double in length to your inhale. Just keeping a check, slowing down our practice, slowing down our breath. Relaxing the muscles of the face, the muscles of the arms, the muscles of the legs, shoulders, chest. Relaxing even the tongue in the mouth. Now try and keep that breath going for the whole practice, if not at least this beginning part. So let's go ahead, slowly open the eyes if they're not already, and bring your right leg over towards the left leg, and maybe crossing over the ankles. Pause and check how it is in the right hip. If that's enough, you'll stay here. And if you want a little more, you'll bring your chest and upper back slightly over towards the left side. You can take the cushion with you. And then you can keep your arms, hands anywhere that feels good. Maybe up above the head, clasping the elbows. Or maybe just staying here on the chest, on the stomach. We'll do 5 of those deep breaths into the side body now. Notice anywhere you're holding, anywhere you're tensing up, and use that exhale to soften. If your arms are not already, maybe for this last breath, just bringing them up above the head. Okay, great. Let's gently come back to center line with our head and upper back. And then uncross the legs, take a moment in the center. And then we'll take the leg over to the right side. Maybe crossing the ankle, see how it feels. Any pinching or painful sensation in the hip, we want to back off straight away. And both sides might be different. And that's totally normal. So if we're okay here, we'll stay here. Or maybe we'll bring the upper back and the head slightly over towards the right side, creating this C shape or this moon shape. And again, breathing. Feeling the skin of the side body expand. See where you may be clutching. Notice if your breath sped up or went back to its normal rate, and see if you can slow it down again. And maybe for these last breaths, we bring the arms up above the head, clasping the elbows. And on our next exhale, we release. So bring the head, the neck, and the upper body back into the center line. And uncross the legs, back to center. Take a breath here and see how you feel. And then bring the feet and legs together. And if we've got some cushions, we'll grab them. And if not, no problem. It just makes it a little extra yummy. We'll place the cushions either side of the legs. Keep the feet together and open the knees wide. You can have as much space between the sitting bones and the heels of the feet as you want. No need to make this position tight. Nice and loose is good. Okay, so while our hips open up nice and gently, I'm going to do a few exercises for the face. I'm going to take my glasses off. If you've got glasses too, you can go ahead and remove them, unless you really need them. Like me now, I'm completely blind, but sometimes it's nice, just to be able to touch the face without the glasses. Okay, so we'll start off stretching the face, opening the mouth super wide, and then scrunching up the face, the nose, the eyes. Again, open everything wide and close everything shut. Then bring the hands together. We call this palming or cupping, and placing the warm hands over the face. Lovely. Okay, this time puff out your cheeks super big. And relax. Again, bring the hands on the face, on the cheeks. Good. And then this time we'll just rotate the jaw slightly, making circles. And then rotate in the opposite direction. Be sure to keep these movements super soft so you don't aggravate the muscles of the jaw. Lovely. Once again, rubbing the hands over the face, over the jaw. Yes. Now let's bring the thumb. You can use your left thumb or your right thumb. And on an exhale, start to bring the thumb slowly towards the tip of your nose. Your eyes looking at the tip of your thumb. Inhale away. Exhale towards you. Last one, inhale away. Of course, you can blink your eyes here. Exhale towards. Back to center. Release the arm, close the eyes. And we'll repeat with the opposite thumb. Exhale, bring your thumb towards the tip of your nose. Inhale away. Exhale towards. Inhale away. Notice a tendency to speed up. Maybe even I'm speeding up. See if you can keep the pace slow and steady. Inhale, return. Exhale, release the hand, close the eyes. This time we'll bring both thumbs out in front, opening the eyes. Inhale and center. Exhale the left thumb over towards the left side. Keep your eyes on the tip of the thumb. Try not to bend your head and your neck. Just looking at the thumb. Inhale, back up again. Exhale the right thumb down, looking at the tip of the thumb as far as you can. I've got more. You may notice a change, a difference in the left and the right. I certainly do. Going over to the left side now. What are we doing? We're stretching the muscles of the eyes. In yoga, we often forget about the face and the eyes. Moving into all these fancy poses, pretzel poses, but let's just, focus on some of the other parts that often get left out. Okay, we should be coming on to the last one now, the right hand. We're also waking up the arms, the shoulder joints. When your thumb reaches center, go ahead, close your eyes, maybe rub the palms together once again. And place them over your closed eyes. Okay, last one now. Go ahead and take your left thumb out. Inhale, raise your thumb up. Keep your eyes on the tip of your thumb. As far as comfortable. Exhale, lower down. All the way down as far as comfortable. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale back to center. Exhale, close the eyes, release the hands, and we'll do one more with the other hand. Right thumb ready. Inhaling up to as far as comfortable. Exhale, lower. Keeping your eyes on the tip of the thumb as much as possible. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release. Let's rub the palms one more time. Really warm. Place them over the closed eyes. Over the forehead. Over the temples. The cheeks. And the jaw. And the whole face. Great. Slowly bring your hands down, gently open your eyes. If you've got glasses, you go ahead and place them back on now. We will bring the knees gently together. Maybe bring the feet wide for a few moments. Feet wide, knees together. As you move your cushions over to one side. Maybe do a few rocks with the pelvis, just waking up the back. And go ahead and grab your knees towards your chest, make a few circles or just left to right. As we prepare to come up to a seat. So if we're lying on the bed now, our seat can be sitting on the edge of the bed. Okay, gently release. Let's roll over. Let's go onto our left side. And pause here for a moment. I get a little dizzy going from laying down to sitting up straight away, so just slow it down. Notice the breath again. Good, and we'll use our hands to take our weight, gently rolling ourselves up and all the way to a comfortable seat. So if we're, again, like I said, if we're on the bed, we'll just go to the edge there of the bed, placing both feet down on the floor, keeping the legs about hip distance apart. And if you're here on the mat like me, you'll come into what we call dandasana or staff pose. But we'll take it quite relaxed. You can bring the hands behind and we'll just start with the feet. So we're bending the feet, toes towards us, toes away. And the toes can join in as well. And then we'll do some big ankle rotations. See if you like doing both feet opposite, like I do, or some people prefer to do both feet in the same direction, and just see what you prefer there. And do a couple of rolls in the other direction. We'll wake up the knee joints. So go ahead and interlock your fingers underneath the left leg. Roll the shoulders back. Keep a good posture here, head, heart and pelvis in a line. Go ahead and inhale, straighten through the leg. We don't need to lift the leg up super high. Exhale, bend the knee. Now, if we're a bit uncomfortable here, I forgot to say we can sit up on props and cushions. So, for example, up on my little cushion here, it just lifts the hips and helps me to sit up nice and tall in the back. Again, inhaling, straighten through the leg. Exhale, bending. We'll do one more. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, bending. And release. Notice any change between the legs. And we'll go ahead and take the right leg. Sitting up nice and tall, maybe we need to roll the shoulders back. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, release. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, release. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, release. Really good. Give the legs a little shake. And go ahead and take the left foot. See if we can grab that left foot and place it over the leg. Just above the knee. See how that feels. And if you've got a cushion handy, go ahead and place that under the knee. Okay, rising up through the front body. Inhale, bring your knee towards your chest. Exhale the knee away towards the floor. Inhale up towards the chest. Exhale down towards the floor. Last one, inhale up towards the chest. Exhale down towards the floor. Good, waking up the hip. Okay, let's place the sole of the foot on the floor, just by the knee. Inhale, straighten up, open the chest, roll the shoulders back. Take your left arm and see if you can hook it around the knee. But it's not super necessary. We can just keep the elbow and the knee touching, whichever one works for you more. And then swim the right arm all the way around, coming into a twist here. We're focusing on length in the spine and twisting the upper body. We can turn the neck to look over the shoulder, but that's not really important here. It's more about the heart space. I want to move my heart space towards the right of the room. Notice if you're holding, relax the face, relax the jaw, relax the neck. Last inhale. Exhale, come all the way back. Ooh, I don't know if you felt that in the spine. Release. Get yourself comfy. You're falling off your prop. What are we doing? Half butterfly. So take the right foot over the leg. Bring the cushion around to the other side. Woo, fibro fog. Okay. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, knee away. Inhale towards. Exhale away. Inhale towards the chest. Notice your posture here. And exhale away. Take the sole of the foot by the knee, the left knee. See if you want to hook the knee in your elbow. Just place your elbow there on the knee. Swim the left arm around and come into your twist. Every time you inhale, you're growing taller in the spine. Every time you exhale, you're gently twisting the heart space towards the left of the room. You can flex through this foot, so the muscles of the left leg are activated. Last big inhale. Exhale, slowly unwind. Oh yeah. Great one. Release the leg back, maybe give them a shake. Then let's wake up the spine with some cat and cow, whether you're sitting on the edge of the bed or like I am on the mat. We'll inhale, open through the upper body, pull the shoulders together. Exhale, release and round. Inhale, open through the front body, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, release and round. Last one. Inhale, open. It's okay to bend the knees. Exhale, release. Inhaling back up to Dandasana. Okay, so if you've got a strap or a belt, you can go ahead and grab that now. Even just a belt, normal belt, doesn't have to be a yoga strap. Go ahead and loop that around the feet. I'm going to keep my feet and legs hip distance apart. Sitting up nice and tall here. Roll the shoulders back. Slightly bring my toes towards my face. See if I can learn to lift up my kneecaps. When I lift my kneecaps up, the whole of my leg becomes engaged instead of floppy. This protects the joints. Then I might start to creep slightly forward with the belt and find a position where I'm comfortable. So what we're doing here is we're stretching the leg muscles and the back extensors. And there's a bit of hip flexibility as well, depending on how far we can bend down. But what we don't want to see right now is any kind of hunching of the back in this kind of situation, because holding that position is just the same as when we're normally hunched over desks, over homework or whatever we're doing. So when we're going more for an opening and a straight back, and in time that hip flexibility will come and we'll be able to come into these fancy shapes. Let's do a couple more breaths here, those long breaths that we practiced at the beginning. Remember to lift those kneecaps. Pull the shoulders back. Toes flexed towards your face. Kneecaps lifted. All these things going on at once. This is union of the body and mind, body, mind and breath. Okay, go ahead and release the strap, release the legs, release the back, kind of shake it all loose. And then we'll come on to, if we're sitting on the edge of the bed, come back onto the bed and we'll get rid of our little prop here. And bring the hands on the mat or the bed. And inhale, just go and open your chest there. Knees are bent. And exhale, relax. We're also getting a nice little stretch in the wrists, but if there's any pain here, you might want to come off the wrists. Maybe come onto the fingertips if that's better. Inhale, we're opening through the chest. And exhale, we're relaxing back down again. Let's do one more. Inhale, open the chest on the palms of the hands or the fingertips. Open, push your chest forward, pull your shoulder blades together and back and down the spine. And relax. Now from this position, we're going to come into our first kind of core exercise, easy boat pose. So I might want to clasp my arms over the front of my legs, or I can come in the back here. I'm really open through my chest and I'm starting to come onto my toes. The core is waking up. And I want to try and avoid any collapsing in the upper back, keeping my upper back open as possible. And this might be my boat pose today, with both toes, both feet down. In time, I might start to lift one leg and possibly the other. Engaging through the core, not allowing my chest to sink. Holding the legs for support. Coming down at any time to take a little rest, gather, and maybe give it another go. Strong pose for the core. The core where we have our third chakra, our chakra with all about power and willpower, the I can attitude. Like, I can heal myself. Okay, let's take a rest. We'll come into a final kind of a boat pose variation, and then we'll lay down in Savasana. So go ahead, you got this. Start to lengthen, maybe lifting the feet, lengthening through the legs straight, open the chest. Strong pose, strong willpower. So much energy in the third chakra. And we're releasing, and we're coming down. And I'm off the mat. Shuffle yourself down. Go ahead and grab a prop for the head and the neck if you need. And relax. Go back to your deep breaths. Notice how it feels to be inside your body. Maybe your heart's pumping super fast. All that circulation, all that energy or prana moving around my body, healing my body. Now, I know the tendency in Savasana is just to kind of start to think about what's next and things we might have to do today, or the pain we're in, or some other thought. But let's try really hard, and I'm just going to go and grab a cushion under my knees. Let's try really hard to just have a moment for ourselves now. After a bit of a yoga practice, there's all this, that we've actually accumulated some tension as a byproduct of exercise. You know, like when runners get a stitch. So we need to release that. And that is the purpose of Shavasana. I like to imagine all that pent up tension, not just from today, but from the years of work and stress and being on my feet. I remember when I was a cleaner, or when I worked in a supermarket, all these different jobs and lots of different things, and that energy is still going around inside of me, creating havoc. So I take this moment now to feel grounding and pretend I'm on the earth here, body to earth connection. The earth nourishes me, nourishes my body. It's like, I don't know about you, but for me, the chronic fatigue, it's like you're always on 10% or less battery. And when you plug yourself into charge, it says, plugged in, not charging. Like when you, I've had that with so many Windows laptops in the past. So you have to keep it plugged in all the time, but it never goes above 10%. And as soon as you unplug it, it's dead. And that's kind of chronic fatigue.
But coming into Savasana, coming into this relaxed pose with not a thought in my mind, I finally start to charge. And I feel it. And I've laid here for 20 minutes, I've laid here for an hour. And it's different to just taking a nap, because taking a nap is very unconscious. This is conscious, relaxing. And afterwards, I feel rejuvenated. We'll do 5 deep breaths together. And anybody who wants to stay longer, you go ahead and stay longer, okay? You deserve that for yourself. Okay, so if you want to come out of Shavasana with me now, I'm going to start to move the toes, keep the eyes closed, move the fingers, move the arms, maybe bring the arms up above the head for a big stretch. But by all means, stay here in Shavasana a little longer, maybe set a timer, or not. I'm going to move the prop under my head. You can see if you can keep those eyes closed. This is a real challenge, but it'll be worth it. I'm going to roll on over to the side and use my arm as a prop for my head. And just breathe once or twice here on the side. Then I'm going to use my weight on my hands to come all the way up, eyes closed. You're probably thinking, oh, is this crazy woman want me to keep my eyes closed? But just trust that you can get there, you know, on your own. You can make it to a seat. I'm going to take off my glasses. I'm going to bring my hands together in front of my heart, sitting in any comfortable seat. I don't even know if I'm facing the camera right now. It doesn't matter. Just feel, you know, a little trust in yourself. And we're going to rub the palms together here, really warm. This is why we kept our eyes closed, so we can place them over the eyes. Feel that warmth. Open your eyes inside of your hands. And then close your eyes and keep your eyes closed as you move your hands across your face, down your neck, the back of the neck, down your shoulders, your arms, the elbows, the lower arms, wrists, hands, the heart space. Slide your hands down your chest, side of the body, stomach, the lower back, the hip, the legs, the side of the legs, back of the legs, the knees, the lower legs, the ankles, and the soles of both feet. And bring your hands together at the heart space. I might not have realized it, but what I just did was I told each part of my body that I'm grateful for it and that I love it. However it looks, however it is, I accept it for how it is. I'm going to rub the palms together one last time. Place them over the eyes. Inhale, gently start to open your eyes as you bring your hands down, maybe towards the heart. Namaste.